Okay, so today we're gonna make a clasp for a necklace using genuine leather and copper, and I'm using 20 gauge dead soft wire to make it. So this is the clasp that we're gonna make, and this is genuine leather. And so let's get started. So you got your leather. I got this BB Craft, I believe. Your round nose plier. I have the different sizes on this pliers, which I really like. Flat nose pliers. This is a flat nose needle, but it has a curve. Our snips, and then hammer, because we're going to do a little bit of hammering today. And again, this is a 20 gauge dead soft wire that we're using. So we're going to start off with just a small piece. I usually get a small piece of wire, but it's larger than probably what I need, because sometimes what I want to do is make sure I have enough. I don't want to run out. And depending on how many loops that you want, you're going to make sure that you have enough wire for that. So using the round nose pliers, I'm going to put a circle at the end, and then from there I'll take and put the leather just a little bit above in like the middle of the circle so that I can hold them both at the same time. So I'm going to start with that one wire and start going around, as you see, and then I kind of push the wire together, just kind of keep the distance clean and neat. And having that middle wire in there, it kind of helps keep that leather stable as well. So, and it gives me something sturdy to put the wire around, so it really helps. And as you see, I keep cinching it together, make sure that it stays neat and clean. And from there, like I said, depends on how many loops you want it to go around. You can either cut it off after 3 loops, because usually it's secure after that second loop, but you want to have a substantial look to it. So I kind of put that last little bit of wire down and go from there. And then I clip off that excess wire, make sure there's no scratchy bits and stuff like that, and then cut off the leather at the top, kind of clean it up a little bit, and there you go. That's your first side done. And look how it looks. And you can also hammer the circles to kind of make it a little bit harder, work harden, that way it'll stay in place. But 20 gauge is pretty solid when it comes to making these clasps and stuff. So I'm going to do it on the second side so you can see, just in case you didn't see the first one, or you want to try to kind of follow along doing both sides. And I always hold the wire, because believe me, wire flies, and I have a dog, and I try not only not have it fly in my face, but I don't want it to fly and hit my dog either. So I like to hold the wire, and as you see, there's your second loop. Again, you can hammer it, make it a little kind of design if you want to. So here we're going to go ahead and make the clasp part of it. And as you see, I'm going to fold it. It kind of went off camera, so I apologize. I was trying to get closer because I did hear your suggestions from the last tutorial I did. You wanted to be closer to my hands, so I just loop it over like that, and then I hammer it because it also again work hardens it, and it makes it easier for me to make sure the clasp is solid. So with the round nose pliers, I'm gonna do a little bend at the end, and then I'm going to use, again, sorry for going off frame, I'm gonna use the second gauge down, size down, as you see, and to make the bigger loop. And then I'll go back in with the smaller loop, and we'll start putting it around, making that round in the back. You should be able to hook it onto your circles, and that is it. It's quick, it's easy. Instead of going out and buying a leather necklace, you can go ahead and make your own clasp using leather. You can make bracelets using this technique. I did go back in a little bit later and I closed up the clasp. So that's one of the pendants that I made. I'm gonna do a little bit more detailed pendants and stuff a little bit later, so stay tuned to those videos. I already have my next video ready to come out too. So there you go, that's the class.